Hello, my name is Cody from the Oracles of Ottawa YouTube channel. You're watching Investing in the Stock Market series. Today, I'll be going over a guide to pot stocks. I'm going to be going over publicly traded pot companies. Off the bat, I want to disclose I currently have long or short positions with the following companies: WEED, APH, ICC, CRZ, BLO, and MJN. I'm not going to be recommending a short or long position with any of these companies. I'll only be providing facts that help you sort through the vast amount of companies. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm going to start off with telling you about the research that I've done. I have a list of publicly traded companies that are in the industry. I've been going through them individually to see their growth potential and valuations. I've been trading for over a year and a half now, and I've held positions in pot companies since the beginning. There's a large majority of these companies that are Canadian. I know a large portion of the viewers will not be Canadian, so I'm going to quickly sum up our political landscape. In October 2015, our Liberal Party, which would be equivalent to the American Democrat Party, won a majority government. They ran on a platform of marijuana legalization. At this time, marijuana companies were starting to spring up in the medical landscape, and many more were starting to become more and more popular. Some now are worth multiple billions. Over the next year and a half, the government put into legislation that marijuana will be legal by July 1st, 2018, which is our Canada Day. The political landscape is simple. Pot will be legal within the next 16 months in Canada. It is definite. The largest publicly traded company is Canopy Growth, which just so happens to have its headquarters in my hometown, Smith Falls. It's a rough, poor town. They bought out an old Hershey chocolate factory and turned it into their facilities. And this is where I come in. It was the talk of the town, everybody heard about it. I looked into it and bought a stake into it after it went public. At this time, it was trading on the Ventures Exchange under CGC, and is now under WEED on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Since I was interested in finance and currently in business school, I started to track other pot companies. I know I got lucky, but after research others, I started to know what to look for. Many of these companies are bloated and overpriced. I'm going to give you a list of things to look for while researching pot companies. There's three in particular: the licensings they have. This will help show their growth potential and help see if the company has value for the long run. Without licensings, the companies are almost worthless. The debt. Just like every company, debt ratio is critical to value the company. You need to be able to read the financial statements for yourself and calculate the book value of the shares. Going over debt in pot companies is very important. And now, the executives, the people at the top of the company. In Canada, many of the top executives have ties to other major pot companies as well as major political parties. Those are the main things you need to remember while looking into a marijuana company. Of course, use your own due diligence that you would while looking into any stock to buy. I'm now going to go over the major companies in more detail. Again, I'm not promoting a short or long position in any of these because I do hold positions in them. Canopy Growth, it trades under WEED. This is the juggernaut of the industry. Everyone knows it. This is the juggernaut of the industry. Everyone knows it, and everyone from college kids to grandpas are putting their retirement savings or their pizza money into it. This is the largest valuation out of any marijuana company. The stock is trading at $10.44 as of the 30th of March 2017. The book value of the financials are solid, but I'll let you decide on a target price. Bruce Litton, he's the chairman and chief executive officer. He's experienced in running a company, and he does business with the World Bank. Long and short, Bruce has some friends in Ottawa. Mark, the president, he has served as a senior advisor to the Ontario Minister of Finance. All Canopy's executives really have a long and successful history running companies, and many of them have a lot of friends in Ottawa. Also, they have one of the most influential rappers of all time to help with the marketing side, Snoop Dogg. APH. Afrigo's executives have a large foothold in the food, supplement, or health industry. Vic is the former CEO of Jameson. The executive is experienced and a major stakeholder in the company. The financials are one of the best out of any publicly traded marijuana company. Now, Canada Royalty. This is located around the corner from me, actually. Canada Royalty has an interesting list of executives. Chuck is on the board of directors. He is co-founder and former CEO of Canopy Growth. He's a former national board of directors of Liberal Party Canada. He's also the director of Aurora Cannabis, another publicly traded marijuana company. Canada Royalty is a holding company focusing on the marijuana industry. The marijuana industry is intertwined with the executives and with major political players. The companies have solid financials, and the executives have experience running companies in similar industries. The licensing and patents that these companies hold help you sort through the garbage that is flooding the market right now with marijuana companies. Just as the tech bubble in the late 90s and early 2000s, when anything that had to do with the internet was given crazy evaluations, the marijuana industry is the same deal. Many of the companies are bloated, and some people argue the cream of the crop are even overpriced. I have to agree with them on some of this stuff. Whenever you look into get a company, you have to get value for your dollar. Getting value for your dollar is not only in the short term, but you got to think for the long term, what companies will be successful a decade from now. Some have potential to be bought out, some have potential to be industry leaders, but most aren't going to the moon. The weed industry has some subsections within them. They have core producers, the biopharmaceutical or research, and then there's a whole basket load of others. When there's a gold rush, you don't need to go down to the river sifting through the mud and hacking at the rocks. You set up shop and you sell picks and shovels. The same goes for weed stocks. You don't have to look only for marijuana producers. You can look for companies that will make money as a result of the industry. No, I'm not telling you to go invest in Chipotle because there will be a lot of high people out there buying it. I'm telling you to buy companies like BLO. They manufacture devices that will measure how much pot's in your system to be used by the police. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future. future. Also check out my podcast, The Oracles of Ottawa Weekly. Episode 00 is up. We talk about the future of the podcast and how it will be business and finance related, and how also we will be bringing on entrepreneurs.